China, a land whispered through time, where every mountain holds a memory and every river reflects a story that never ends. From the breath of the mist in Guilin to the silent watch of the Great Wall at dawn, this land is not just seen, it is felt. It is the pulse of an ancient heart, still beating beneath the noise of a modern world. Here, the old and the new breathe the same air, the monk and the machine, the prayer and the skyline. In every sunrise, history wakes. In every shadow, the future waits. This is not a journey through places, but through soul and silence. Through mountains that move slower than time. Through people who carry centuries in their eyes. This is Unseen China, where the world meets eternity. In Guilin, the morning doesn't begin, it awakens. Mist rises like breath from the river, wrapping mountains that seem older than time. The world moves slower here. Even the wind whispers gently, as if afraid to disturb the silence. The Li River drifts endlessly, a mirror of clouds and dreams. Boats float without sound, as if guided not by hands, but by the pulse of the earth itself. In the stillness, the line between heaven and water disappears. An old fisherman lights his lantern. He does not rush. He has seen 1,000 dawns, and still, each one feels sacred. To him, the mist is not weather. It is memory, a quiet spirit that returns every morning. And as the sun climbs, shadows fade, but the feeling remains that in Guilin, the earth itself seems to breathe. From here, the journey moves deeper toward mountains that touch the sky. They rise like pillars of a forgotten world, towers of stone carved by wind and time. Here, the earth no longer lies flat. It breathes upward into the sky. Zhangjiajie, a cathedral built not by men, but by the silence of centuries. The mist dances between the peaks, and sunlight filters through like whispers of another realm. Sometimes, you don't know if you're looking at mountains or at dreams that refuse to fade. Every layer of cloud hides 1,000 stories, written not in ink, but in rain and stone. Some call them mountains. The locals call them guardians. silent spirits that have watched over generations. The villagers say, when the fog rolls in, the old ones return to listen. As the last light slips away, the forest turns to gold and the mountains dissolve into cloud once more. Only then you realize you were never just looking at the land. You were standing inside a legend. In Yunnan, colors don't just paint the earth, they breathe through it. From the golden terraces of Yuanyang to the red fields of Dongchuan, the soil itself seems alive. When the wind moves, it carries not dust, but centuries of stories untold. Here, time is measured not by clocks, but by footsteps in the fields, by laughter that echoes between the hills, by the clinking of cups and morning tea. In Yunnan, life is not hurried. It flows, like the rivers that cross its heart. The people here carry peace in their eyes, farmers, potters, herders, each moving with the same grace as the land. Their hands shape the world quietly, like prayers made of clay and sunlight. As the day ends, smoke rises from the mountain homes, and the sky turns the color of memories. You realize Yunnan is not a place you visit. It's a feeling that lingers long after you've gone. Before dawn, Huangshan sleeps beneath the clouds. Then a single ray of light breaks through, and the mountains begin to glow like breathing fire. The mist drifts between ancient pines, and the stones, worn by centuries, stand like memories too old to fade. They call it the Sea of Clouds, but it feels more like a dream you can walk through. Peaks rise like islands, waves of fog roll endlessly, and the world below disappears into silence. In moments like this, you forget where the earth ends and where the heavens begin. A lone traveler stands at the cliff's edge. Wind moves through his coat, cold but alive. Up here, you don't conquer the mountain. You listen to it, and it tells you quietly that beauty is not in what you see, but in what you feel standing still. As the sun sinks again, the light turns gold, then fades into silver. Huangshan returns to silence, its story told, its spirit waiting for the next dawn. In Chengdu, mornings don't rush. The city wakes like a gentle breath, with tea steam rising and soft laughter echoing from old streets. Here, life doesn't chase time. It sits beside it and pours another cup. Tea houses are the heartbeat of Chengdu. Men play mahjong, women talk quietly. The air hums with warmth and calm. Every sip is unhurried. Every sound of the clack of tiles, the pour of water, feels like music played for the soul. Beyond the tea and laughter, bamboo sways in temple gardens. Monks walk in silence, and somewhere, a panda rolls lazily in the grass. Chengdu reminds you, peace isn't found by escaping the world, but by living gently within it. As dusk falls, the lanterns flicker alive and the air smells of jasmine and rain. Chengdu slows, but somehow your heart beats lighter. They call it the roof of the world, but here it feels more like heaven, kneeling closer to the earth. The wind moves without walls, carrying the sound of prayer wheels and distant bells. Every breath is thinner, but somehow every thought feels clearer. Snow peaks touch the clouds like sacred fingers. Flags of prayer dance endlessly in the wind, their colors fading, not from time, but from devotion. Up here, silence is not empty. It's full of faith. Monks walk the temple steps, their robes bright against the stone. Their chants roll across the valley, low, deep, eternal. To them, each sound is a bridge, linking the heart to the endless sky. As night falls, lamps flicker in the wind, and the Milky Way spills across the cold dark. Tibet sleeps, but its spirit never rests. It watches from above the clouds. When night falls in Shanghai, the city doesn't sleep. It awakens. A sea of light rises from the river, flowing through towers of glass and steel. This is not just a city, it's a heartbeat made of electricity and dreams. In the alleys of the French concession, time slows beneath old trees. But across the river, the skyline hums like a song of tomorrow. Shanghai is both memory and prophecy, a place where the past and future share the same breath. Beneath neon skies, faces glow in the pulse of life. Vendors, lovers, strangers, each carrying their own constellation of stories. In their eyes, you can see both exhaustion and wonder, the beautiful weight of being alive. As dawn returns, the lights fade, and the city exhales a quiet sigh. Shanghai rests for a moment before rising again to meet another dream. Beijing, a city where time doesn't move forward, it circles. From the Forbidden City to the Hutongs, each stone has seen 1,000 dawns and still waits for another. Here, history doesn't sleep. It whispers through the sound of drums and morning wind. Inside the crimson walls, dragons still guard the silence. Golden roofs gleam beneath the sun, their tiles echoing the footsteps of forgotten kings. Yet outside those gates, life rushes, bicycles, laughter, neon, and song. Beijing breathes both memory and motion. Beyond the city, the Great Wall winds across the hills like a scar of time and a monument to endurance. Stone by stone, it stretches into the horizon, reminding us that empires fade, but stories remain. As dusk falls, the city glows in red and gold. Lanterns rise above the rooftops, and the wind carries ancient songs. Beijing stands still, not in silence, but in memory. In the end, China is not a place you travel through. It's a place that travels through you. The rivers, the mountains, the cities, the people, and their quiet strength, they linger long after the journey fades. Because beauty here is not only seen in landscapes, but in the way light touches stone and silence carries memory. China is not just land, it's spirit, it's breath, it's the echo of time itself. As the last light falls across the horizon, you realize the soul of this land never ends. It only changes shape and waits to be found again. Thank you for joining this journey. If this film touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe. The subscribe button is free, but for us, it's a priceless gift of motivation to keep creating. See you again in the next journey.